and someone stopped me and they were like, "Oh, I really love that. Do you recommend it?" Or and part of me was like, I mean, yeah, I do recommend it, but I didn't buy it. So like,
Yeah.
would I have went and spent $500 on this now? Yeah, I would have, because it's super essential for
Right.
my use. But at the time, like if I didn't know that, I wouldn't have went out and bought that. I would have been doing the old school way, car seat, take it out of the car, put them in a stroller, roll. Hey yo, welcome back to Dad Intentions. Thanks for tuning in with us. As always,
Yes.
it always feels good to be back talking, hanging out with the fellas. I hate when we have a little hiatus like that, but like I said, it's always good just to get back, touch bases, talk about the kids, talk about the soon to be,
Yeah, man.
baby coming in and
getting close.
I know, dude. How you feeling?
I'm ready. As ready as I can be.
Yeah.
Last week we had our 32-week checkup.
Mm.
So it's like
It's
right in the
close.
home stretch. Days are getting numbered. Got to do ultrasound with her and see him and stuff, and it was just crazy seeing him move. How much he's in change from then on out. They're moving around. We got to see him on the ultrasound where like he's trying to grab his own foot.
Oh, yeah.
While he's in the womb, and like got to see hair on him and everything. Like he has hair on his head already.
They got to show you the hair. That's good.
Yeah. So it's super cool seeing that. That was the last one we're doing. So now we're on weekly checkups from here on out.
Remind me, what week are you out? 33?
32.
32.
Well, now going to 33. So yeah.
Yeah.
So we
it's
did
game time now, Mark.
It is.
I know, man.
It's one of those things like anytime after September, and it could be anytime.
Yeah, don't travel too far away from home.
We're done traveling.
Okay.
After going to Michigan, we're done.
Yeah.
There. So that's it.
Yeah.
And
Sydney just texted me and it said, I thought you were supposed to take these diapers to Mark. So not only did I miss the diaper party, I still haven't brought you your diapers.
It's all good.
Oh, what was the diaper party, Mark?
We had the diaper party last night. Had that, and then Sierra had her baby shower last night too.
Yeah.
So we had a bunch of guys at a local bar here, good like little game yard place, and it was a good time. Good time out there. Sierra had one at our house, hosted by all her friends, and they threw it together, and
I saw that.
It was dope. The setup was nice.
Dude, that was
shout out to them, man. They did
was
like a great job.
A wedding reception or something. Like that thing was laid out.
It was nice.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect anything else though.
I mean that's
not
how
from,
she rolls.
Not from Sierra. She rolls like that.
We did like we had that flower wall in the back, like by our gifts, and that was actually from our wedding.
Oh, okay.
And so we bought that when we first got it. So we're like, we'll just keep it until then.
No, it looked great, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, Instagram showed out.
It was fun. Today was cool because it felt like damn near Christmas though.
Oh, just all the stuff you
getting to open, like, and her showing me everything that we got and stuff like it was.
Did you feel like you had no idea what some of this stuff was?
Man,
like, I feel like
yeah.
Like I would have been no good helping with the baby registry.
I was just like I didn't realize you needed this much stuff.
Yeah, it is crazy.
But then you also realize you don't need this much stuff.
Yeah.
You'll find out how it works for you, which is got pretty neat.
I mean, she damn near got everything off the registry besides like anything like smaller stuff we could buy throughout the time on our own.
Yeah.
But everything we need, like we have now.
So, I feel like
I'll be honest, I don't know what.
Or go ahead.
Go ahead, Terrence.
I feel like you'll be like me, Mark, where it's like I always do this thing where I'm like, we don't really need this. Like people raised babies or took care of babies 20 years ago. This wasn't even a thing back then. So like a lot of the stuff where you're just like, you'll look at it and just be like, whatever. But it is all convenient.
One of those things that you'd rather have too much stuff than not enough.
Yeah.
Well, and if it's gifts, it's not like you went out and just spent the money on it.
That's the big
You know what I'm saying? Like I was actually, Chandler and I were out the other day in Target, and I have that Duna stroller, car seat, combination thing, and someone stopped me and they were like, "Oh, I really love that. Do you recommend it?" Or and part of me was like, I mean, yeah, I do recommend it, but I didn't buy it. So like, would I have went and spent $500 on this now? Yeah, I would have, because it's super essential for my use. But at the time, like if I didn't know that, I wouldn't have went up and bought that. I would have been doing the old school way, car seat, take it out of the car, put them in a stroller, roll. Like, I don't know. So yeah, you live and learn. Like you're gonna find a bunch of different things that come in handy for you all, for you and Kai. And I say you because your experience with things are going to be totally different than like Sierra's experience with things. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to be like, I love using this with him because it works for you and him, right? Where like, I don't know, I can't think of a few things off the top of my head, but they're just things like
the carrier is what comes to mind for me.
Yeah,
because like the strap on thing.
Yeah, Dara has the wrap, and that works perfectly for her. But like, one, I'm not taking all the time to like do all that. Yeah. I just want to buckle you in and get going. And
that's the one I have.
We've got two buckle ones, and both of them, like one's an Ergo Baby, and I don't know what the other one is, but they're like, I love it. It's the best way, especially now that they're a little bit bigger. It's the perfect way to carry them around, especially if you don't want to hold if you don't want to sit there and hold them and worry about it and have hands free. It's perfect. Or if you don't want to carry the car seat, so.
Bro, when I saw they had that wrap option though, like I just immediately started sweating just seeing that. I was like, "Bro, you want to put wrap things that tight on me?" Like, no. I was like, "I'm gonna sweat in the summertime." When I got one, I wanted to get the most breathable one that you could get.
I can see you going to the just clicking the straps and all that stuff. It is way more convenient.
I think we got a Colugo. I think that's a brand. Don't quote me on that. I don't know,
bro. I'm trying to tell you,
bad,
I don't know.
We got one of the carriers though, so I was pretty hyped for it.
I don't know a single thing, but I don't even know what we got you. I know we got you something.
I don't know either. I know. Dara got you and Dara got the.
Damn, why you just say Dara like that?
Yes, you and Dara
because it was Dara.
You know how
it's
it goes.
The whole like it's a dad thing. Like, oh yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You got the weighted sleeper thing though. That Terrence was talking about.
That's clutch.
That's what we got. So
yeah,
clutch with that.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm glad y'all got to do that, man.
Yeah.
For us, not a whole bunch going on. We hit 5 months, a few days ago. So he's 5 months old. Dude is super active.
Yeah.
Like you could tell he's already starting to figure out, like he's trying to learn. He's pushing that envelope of crawling, like he's already got all the rolling around and moving. Like, do not blink and with them like on the changing table anymore. Do not like, you can't leave him alone too much. Like he's already like crawled out of his swing, so now we got to start buckling him into things. Cause it used to be like, you could just lay him into things and he wouldn't move, so he's super active there. Toes. He holds his own bottle now. It's just crazy. Like 2 weeks ago, like I said, when we recorded last time, none of this was really happening. Now it's just crazy. Like he's a whole new person. Like I was like, bro, you gonna start talking?
Yeah.
Like what's next? So he's doing all that. While Terrence and I were in Miami, he had like the best stretch of sleep he's had yet. And as soon as we come back, dude just went back into the vampire stage, like up all night.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, like everything's been good there. I finally got my first blowout, which was the poopy blowout diaper. I haven't got caught with one yet. Like, so 5 months in, I finally got caught with one. I had him crawling on the floor, playing, doing some tummy time. And I go like, was trying to handle some stuff. And I'm like, I started smelling stuff. And I'm like, dang. I was like, did he fart? I was like, all right. So I walk over there. And I mean, it's just brown stuff all through his onesie. Like he just seeped through everything.
Nice.
So I'm like holding him like this, try to keep him off of me. I strip everything down, throw it in the sink because, you got to clean all that stuff right away. But so I handled my first blowout pretty well. I think it went pretty decent. I'll give myself maybe like a 7.5 out of 10. Probably could have, did a little bit better on the cleanup. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway,
hey, trial and error.
I'm trying not to forget stuff.
You can't be a 10 out of 10 the first time you do something though either. So
I can't believe you just got your first one in 5 months. That's crazy.
I just haven't got. I've been lucky. Sydney's
been stuck with it.
Yeah. I just miss them. So,
Sydney's probably like thank God you got it.
Honestly, I don't even think I even told her this. So hearing this podcast will be the first time. Like, I don't know. She comes home from work, bro, and I'll be so tired and worn out. Like, she'll be like, she'll ask, like, how'd it go today? I'm like, yeah,
it went.
It went. You know, she'll be like, did he poop? I'm like, yeah. That, you know, just small talk in that area. But yeah, this is my last full week of being at home by myself. Like, after this trip we got coming up, I'll be back to work. So no more stay at home dad.
Time's flying, man.
As I've called it, sad. SAHD.
Sad.
No, it's been good, man. It's been great, but I miss work.
But you're excited to be around adults for a long period
of time.
I am.
My only downfall is I got to lose the beard.
Yeah.
I know.
He had a good run.
It's been fun, man.
Did have a good run. Like, I didn't even know you could grow one, dog.
Didn't even know. I never had one my whole life. I am going to plan it way better the next time. Like, when we know we're going to have another kid and I get this 12 weeks off, I'm going to take off the month before for vacation, start my beard early, have 4 months in the game.
Nice. You got to have, the longer you can stretch it out, the better.
Right. You know what I'm saying? No, but that's it with us, man. As far as the kid front, like, I didn't, a whole bunch more has been going on, but kid front's been good, man. Terrence?
Yeah. As far as the kids, we've kind of same as you. We came back from Miami, and then it was hard to get adjusted. So I was back in the office that week. And normally when you come back from a trip, you're tired, and it like Monday's rough at work. Tuesday, you're kind of getting your footing, and then, the rest of the week is fine. But when you got, twins, actually, Quincy was fine. He slept, I think Tuesday or Wednesday night, he slept throughout the night, didn't even wake up to feed. So, like, first time that's ever happened. But
that's nice.
Emery was just like, bro, every 2 hours, 2-3 hours, my man was just up. I don't know what it is. Like, we thought it was, it's a sleep regression 4-month thing, but it's just gotten worse. Like, or not worse. It's persisted throughout. So I don't really know what it is, but it's been tough dealing with that. What else has been going on? Yeah, we've got 5-month-old boys now as of today.
5 months today, right?
Yeah. Man. Dude, it's crazy. They're like, you just see their personalities. Like, both of them are just
everything, man.
Just happy all the time. Like, Emery really, I think we talked about it 2 episodes ago where I was like, yo, Emery's just a hater. He's still, you know what I'm saying? He'll still mean mug you every now and then, but whenever I'm messing with him, bro, he's just,
I was about to say something, but I'm not going to say it.
What's up? Go ahead.
Now you got to say it.
I mean, I'll fall on it. I was about to say he's got that Conway in him.
It might be. Yeah, he's just like, he'll just mean mug you, just sit there and like, and I'm like, bro, what's up? But I don't know, like, whenever I'm around and I'm talking to him, he's pretty happy. I mean, obviously I'm his dad, whatever. What else?
You know what makes me think, when, like you saying, when you come home from a trip and then you want to go back to sleep and get some rest, but now you can't do that anymore.
No such thing,
dude. Now you come back and I haven't had halfway hungover. It really makes me think, like, I might reconsider like a Vegas trip or something.
Monday was brutal for me coming back from Miami.
Yeah, bro, the whole week.
It was the whole week was long.
And I was trying to explain to somebody. So we went Friday night and like hung out with some friends, and I was trying to explain to him, like, all week I was just like, I just have to make it to the weekend. But like, the weekend doesn't matter now. Like, I'm still gonna be woken up at the same time. So I was just like, well, but I guess the good thing about the weekend though is, like, I do get to, like, once they're up, we can kind of kick it and like lay around in bed and like not have to get up and everything's
you still
fine.
Get to recharge. Yeah, a little bit.
I'll get a little bit extra sleep, but I mean, even tomorrow, I'll be working from home this week, so I'll get an hour of sleep back. So like, I can kind of kick it in bed for an hour before I have to like get up and actually get on, once they wake up. So yeah, it shouldn't be, this week shouldn't be as bad as last week. But yeah, I mean, that's really all it's been for us. Everything's pretty much normal.
Yeah, last week was brutal, coming off our vacations. I mean, we were on a bachelor party too, and I didn't sleep a lot because I was like, man, for me that was my first like I got to get away because I've been stuck. Well, stuck's not the word. I've been at home, every day for 11 weeks with him. So it was like, man, I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to go, have a good time. And and we did. It was a fun trip. But then, like, dude, it was like a smack in the face when I got home on Monday. And like I said, like even though that Monday was a holiday, she was off, it still was just a long day, recouping. Then I kind of had a self-inflicted wound because I didn't take him to our parents any day. Like I usually do, like, a couple times a week for 2 or 3 hours to where I can get some me time. I didn't do it because one, I was still recovering. And I don't know, I just was like, I just don't feel like doing anything. So I kind of like built up more, time on myself. So that kind of was, I don't know, dumb. But like Terrence said, like I was the same way. I was like looking forward to the weekend, like just get to the weekend. And then now here we are Sunday night, and I'm like, what happened this weekend? Like there was, I watched a bunch of football, went to, 2 football games and stuff, and I'm like, dude, I didn't even relax. Like nothing about this weekend was relaxing.
Some of those weekends are some of the weekends where you have nothing planned. Those are the best weekends.
The best, bro.
Especially right now with football coming on.
Football coming in, fall weather coming in.
Honestly, that was the best part about the weekend. Really, was just Saturday, sitting around and like first time getting to watch an Auburn game with the boys. The first of like,
yeah.
I'm sure
that was
for the next, I don't know, for the rest of their lives, for the rest of my life for sure. So that was dope. It was dope to sit around and like just mess with Darren and be like, you have to deal with this on Saturdays for the rest of your life. And the older they get, the more they're going to be like me, where they just want to sit around and watch football. So good luck.
That's a perfect tradition there. Then you just got to be like, Dad's going to go grill out.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
There.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. Watching the games are going to be fun. Like we're obviously we live here in Louisville, so we'll be able to like tailgate and go to games.
That'll be
more
cool.
That'll be dope.
We won't be watching a bunch. We're season ticket holders now, and I don't really plan on giving that up anytime soon, just because he'll be able to go for free for
now,
the first couple of years.
Yeah, I was about to say while he can go for free, do you think you'll even go to that many like this year? Just speaking on this year, no. Do you think you'll go to that many games?
We've already talked about it. This year, there's no games he's going to.
No, I mean, I just mean you guys, because I'm just assuming he's not going to go to any games. So like, will y'all go to any games?
Yeah, we look at that as like our adult time. Like, all right, we'll get a sitter. It's our time to get away. Like I said, we went to the game last night. Louisville played last night. So we went to there, and like I said, now that we have season tickets too, I feel more obligated. Now, if we didn't have season tickets, I probably wouldn't be like, "Hey, you want to get a sitter tonight and go to the game?" Like that's just like extra work. But the fact that we have our seats, we have our tailgate spot, we might as well just make the most of it. So
I knew I forgot something.
And, whoever goes first, I always forget something.
The first person's.
That's why I didn't want to go first. That's why I literally passed it to you.
I figured I should fall on the sword this time. I think I'm the only one that didn't go first on the thing. But when we went to the Michigan game last week, the home opener, and I never really thought about it until obviously Sierra's pregnant and stuff going there. But like it's a lot going to games when you're out there, and especially with Sierra because she's 7.5 months pregnant now.
Yeah,
good save.
And so she's doing well, and she handled the whole trip like a champ though. Like we usually walk brewery and do that, and then walk like it's like a mile walk like from the breweries to the stadium in Michigan. I never really thought anything of it. And then when we were there, I was like, we're not going to do that. Let's get an Uber and we'll just ride over there and go.
God.
But I mean, hell, we sat in the sun, the bleachers aren't comfortable because it's aluminum bleachers.
Mm-hmm.
She did great though, and it just made you think like that's one. And another, like I can't wait until I can bring Kai like to these games.
Man.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Showing him like where we always go to because we have like restaurants we always eat at and stuff. We've been going for like 10 years now. Games.
Yeah, so that's pretty.
Share that tradition with.
Yeah, pretty cool tradition to start or to continue or pass along. Don't know what I'm trying to say there, but yeah,
I know
that's
to continue. Yeah.
that's pretty dope.
Because it'll be cool to do that.
I'm sorry. I am not gonna lie. I'm still hungover from last night.
Hey,
a little sluggish here.
recover.
But it was brutal.
I have 2-day hangovers now. If it gets bad,
It was brutal. We drank.
Y'all boys gotta drink more water.
So segueing into our untapped segment, right? So our first football game of the year, you know, you're tailgating, so you're definitely gonna have your beverages there. Well, I did actually. I had one of these. I had a little Against the Grain. Actually, I had this one actually to start the night out. But we
screen grab on
for some reason Louisville decided that the only way like forms of payment were credit card, right? So all the beer kiosks had the mobile like credit card machines. So you know they had to connect to a Signal and
yeah,
and people had to scan and all this stuff, right? Dude, I kid you not. You would have thought it was halftime if you got in lines. Like all the lines were long. I missed a whole quarter of football last night because I went down to grab a beer real quick. I was like, hey, I'll get, you know, usually I think they say like 2 minimum. So my buddy was with me. I was like, come with me, we'll get 4. So that way we at least 4 people can have a beer.
Mm-hmm.
We get there and it's 45-minute wait. Right. So I finally get up to the front and the dude was just like, you could tell he was just over it. And I go, how many can I get? He goes, as many as you want. So we were only planning on getting 4. So I was like, let me get 8, bro. I said, let me get 8. And I was like, you need some extra cash for your Yeezy funds? Because both the dudes in the back were working on Yeezy. So I was like, I'll tip you a little extra. But yeah, like it was ridiculous. But that led to like us drinking a lot more because people, I was in line. Sydney's dad and her brother went and got in line. Like everybody came back with like 8 beers. So we literally were sitting there with like almost 30 beers. And I'm like, well, I ain't gonna let these go to waste. Mm-hmm. Bad mistake. Yeah. Bad mistake. I need to eat a lot more and you know,
hydration.
But like I said, that was a good segue into
our Untapped.
Back into Untapped. I mean,
what are you untapped today, Terrence?
Yeah, what do you got, man?
I've got the so I finally made it up to, well, not finally made it there, but finally had beer left over from being at Meanwhile, from basically me and Quincy's trip today. But Meanwhile is just a brewery that's, I don't know, less than a mile up the road from the house. They've got a hazy IPA here, Tiny Lasso. It's actually really good. I didn't know this, but I was just reading the label earlier while Dara and I were having dinner, and it says that this beer contains lactose. But I was reading through like the ingredients, so I'm about to be hurt later. But it's got grapefruit, passion fruit, and orange creamsicle. I'm assuming the orange creamsicle is where the lactose comes from. But honestly, I think I've had every beer that they have, and they do a good job of like pretty much dropping a beer every month. Probably even more frequently than that. But this is by far the best beer that I've had from them so far. It's like, I wouldn't describe it as sweet, but like a lot of times, like there's like that, I don't know, it's like a harsh aftertaste, or like maybe not even harsh, maybe just bitter is the way to put it, like a bitter aftertaste to it. But this one's really smooth and almost sweet. It's not really sweet, but yeah, I think this is the best one that they've had. Shout out to the lactose. Hopefully it doesn't destroy me.
I mean, it's gonna be hurting. You're gonna wake up like when the kids woke up. You're gonna be like, oh, I gotta go.
Yep.
I gotta go. Well, we're sticking with, I think this is probably our last segment with Against the Grain, right?
Mm-hmm. The Louisville Pale.
The Louisville Pale Ale. Sorry, little hazy Pale Ale. Definitely a good one.
This is spelled the way you should pronounce this.
Yes, it's definitely spelled the way you should pronounce Louisville, but
not Louisville, not Louisville.
When we did our tour, our buddy Tyler made sure we left with a great abundance of beer. He did pretty well to help us out, and Tony's still stocked up over here, so we figured we we would hurt his stash a little bit and drink some.
Good little pale ale though.
But it is a good pale ale. It's
hazy.
It's one of the hazies. It's easy to drink. But I will tell you, it will sneak up on you if you get about 3 or 4 of them in you, because they're not small cans, obviously, as you can see. So, but yeah, Against the Grain again. Thanks for letting us come out and tour the brewery. It's been cool, drinking you all for like maybe the 6 or so weeks. It's been a while. We've been on them, so we're definitely gonna switch it up next episode that we do. So be on the lookout for that one. I don't know who we're gonna do though. We gotta find a good brewery.
There's plenty in Louisville.
I know.
In the Louisville area, shout us out.
We'll find one. But yeah. And if there's anybody out there, I mean, local that y'all know, some breweries that y'all like or something y'all think we should check out, definitely drop it in the comments, DMs, wherever you see fit. Because there's I know we talk like we drink beer all the time, but there's things we miss too. So let us know.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Tony for the throw on that one. We need the producer mic.
I know we do need that producer mic. It'd be a pretty.
Yeah. So you know what else?
It'd probably be his laugh more than him actually saying stuff, though.
Yes, it would. It would.
It would definitely be a laugh.
That'd be the best thing.
All right, what did we miss?
The miss Certified Lover Boy drop. We could talk about
that. Drake finally dropped his little album.
His little album.
This is a little album too.
I don't really know where to comment other than it didn't live up to what I thought it was going to be for sure.
No,
it was. It's a pretty middle of the road album. Yes,
what do you think, Terrence?
But I'm not trying to over dissect it either.
I mean, I would agree. It's not. I feel like middle of the road is disrespectful, but also like for comparing Drake to Drake. Comparing Drake to Drake, it is middle of the road for him.
That's what I'm saying. Like for his work, it just didn't.
I think there's probably like a 5-song run in the middle of this album, like starting with TSU, and I don't know, like off the top of my head, I don't know. But these are just this is where I go right back. Like when I start the album, I go straight to TSU and let those like next 7 songs play.
I was only at 3.
Really, I like TSU. I like TSU. I like In Too Deep. I like Pipe Down. I Could Live Without Yebba's Heartbreak. No Friends in the Industry's all right. Knife Talk's good. Knife Talk is good, but I don't care for Knife. Like
Mark likes like the second half of the album.
Yeah, I think I texted you guys when we were listening, when we were going.
Did you just say texted to you guys?
I texted you guys.
I didn't know where you were at.
Yeah.
I texted you guys when the album first came out, and I was like, he didn't really get me listening until like track 8.
Yeah.
That was it
for
me.
That's TSU.
That's TSU.
I heard it.
That's TSU.
Okay, so maybe so.
No, I'm with Terrence. Like, because TSU, In Too Deep, Pipe Down.
I Could Live Without Yebba's Heartbreak.
No Friends in the Industry. Knife Talk's okay. I did like 7 a.m.
No, that's all the time and all the songs with like timestamp and location from Drake. It's a classic automatically.
Yeah.
What happened?
I'm sorry.
Tony's.
I'm sorry.
Panic in the Back was the best.
Yeah.
Something happened in our video, but
I think one of the cards. Just, I don't know.
Mark, I'm surprised you didn't love the I Miss You Too joint with Kid Cudi, or
I liked it.
I Am On Tour.
But Cudi on Donda was way better. I could listen to Moon. I could have that on repeat. And
Moon just hits different. The vibes of Moon.
What do y'all? How do y'all compare these? What do y'all think about these 2 albums? If you were to compare them,
Donda's better.
You think Donda's better?
Mm-hmm. Because I don't think either one is great, but
for sure
Drake's album. Here's why I say Donda's better. If I wanted a Drake album and I wanted to mass produce something, this is a cookie cutter Drake album. That's exactly what it was.
It really is.
And Kanye's is different. It kind of it's not exactly like a banger album. It's more of a story album.
Okay,
and you got to appreciate his producerness.
I will say that's the only thing that
That's where I was gonna go to.
So I've listened to both these albums on like on my big speakers. The Kanye album, which is no surprise, the production's way better. Like when you listen,
yes,
like if you get like big headphones or like big speakers, it sounds great. But I will say, song for song, which album are you going to for like? And I don't know. Like this isn't me saying that one's better than the other. I think it is personal preference. But which album would you go to be like, all right, this has like 4 songs that I'm gonna replay?
I think it depends on the setting. Like
set the mood for us. Set the mood for us.
Because if I want to hear some bangers and just something like working out or like just driving, maybe I don't want to listen to a Kanye album. I want to listen to like those 5 songs I talked about for Drake.
All right, that's what I was getting at. So when are you gonna go to the Kanye ones?
I'm talking about the album as a whole. I'm not counting the singles. You gotta look at the album as a whole, right? I'm taking Donda on that.
Okay. And I can't argue with that.
Certified Lover Boy doesn't have any flow to the album.
The only flow is in the middle. Yeah.
You know, it's choppy. Donda tells a story from the beginning. And
my man Mark really sat down.
Hey man, I had an 8-hour car drive home.
This is true.
So you did.
I listened to both albums.
No, I'm not knocking you at all. I'm agreeing with you on the production level of Donda. I thought, but going in like that's Kanye. Like I really wasn't surprised by that by no means. I do think a lot of his features carried, you know, as far as like for bars, but also I don't think I really expected Kanye to give like crazy good bars. Like
when does he ever?
Drake now, to me, this whole album, it was like he was really just saying like, I'm gonna give you a bunch of Instagram captions with some nice beats, you know, here and there, and some hooks. Like it was very bland for what he could have done. You know, like even the album art, like the cover art, was so like it was almost kind of like child's play. Like I don't know if he literally took it as a production. Like, hey, I'm gonna come in here and just steal all the thunder from Kanye after he drops his album. I'm gonna drop 20 songs just because we got studio time, we got time to kill. We've been cooped up in the house for a year and a half because of COVID. Like I looked at it from a perspective of like Drake said, I don't really care because I still can do this either way I want to. Like that's how I looked at it. And like I'm not trying to say I can be completely wrong because some people can look at it as like, dog, why waste our time? Like give us the album we really want. But also Drake's like, y'all gonna give me streams no matter what, and I'm trying to fuck up Kanye stuff anyway, so I'm gonna drop this.
And I mean, that's not a bad take because Drake's been giving us the same music since we were 21. Like Drake, nothing has changed. Every song on here, you can like all the songs where I'm like, yo, I like this song. Oh, Drake's made this song better here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like, you could easily find it on another album.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think he once it wasn't the TSU song. It was a song right around there. He's rapping about like with college girls and stuff.
I mean, like, TSU is being
TSU is
he's patronizing, but he's rapping about he's talking about a stripper wanting to start a business, and he's like, "How about I just hand you the money instead of throwing it at you?" Which is wrong. Like whatever. But I love patronizing Drake. Like I don't know. I like it. That shit. That shit is funny to me.
Also, if you think about it, like he was looking to drop this album back in January.
Yeah.
So I think something came in, or some, you know, maybe his team or whatever was like got the idea, like, man, Kanye's gonna drop. Like, what's the best way to get back at him or mess with him? You know, like I don't know. It just seems like a game right now. And
which I don't care. Like I don't care about. We know. Honestly, this week little beef between the two of them has basically given us 4 albums that haven't been as good as they could have been. Because they've wasted time going at each other when they could have just made the best album possible.
They could have. I mean, I'm glad Kendrick's not involved in any of this. Maybe he's actually going to sit back.
Kendrick coming soon, though. We gonna see.
What's that?
I said Kendrick probably coming soon, though. We gonna see. I am excited to see what he has to say.
Rap albums, though.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, it's been
That
decent
Tyler
for music.
album is probably my favorite album of the year, though.
Which album? Tyler
Creator, yeah.
Yeah. I wish that Drake could have dropped like in that same vein, like that Gangsta Grills album, but that's never gonna happen.
Yeah. Who else? Somebody else dropped. Did Jack Harlow drop this year? That was this year.
Oh,
that was this year. It was early this year, right? Or no, it was December. I was home.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was December. Yeah, it was.
That's crazy.
Was it December?
I don't know.
It was December. It was winter.
This is when Tony should have a mic so he could fact check us.
He's fact checking us over here. It was 2020. So he dropped. Who's other dude from Louisville? ESTG dropped this year. That was fire. I still listen to that. I still listen to that daily.
Yes.
Like, yeah, but that's a different. That's just totally a whole different vibe.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a workout album.
It's definitely a workout album. It's just or it's like, you know what? I'm gonna roll these windows down and just let my music just.
Yeah. What albums? What's probably Mark? You said what'd you say your favorite album of the year was so far?
Call Me If You Get Lost. I really like that album a lot. That's probably my number one of the year.
I'm just gonna check my Spotify to see what I've listened to the most.
Because I would say the Jack Harlow album came out in 2020, and then Kid Cudi dropped his album in 2020.
Well, we also know
that wouldn't have been it.
We also know the GOAT J. Cole dropped this year too. It was.
Oh, that was this year, wasn't it? Oh,
that was May.
That came and went for y'all, huh?
Yeah, it came with.
Touche.
No, there was some good stuff on there.
Y'all still listen to that?
He fizzled out. I don't know when's the last time I actually listened to that album. I can't think.
So long we forgot he had the album back then.
I didn't forget. I was just going through my library. Let's see. I think that's about it.
What would you say, Terrence? What's yours?
So there's two that I go back to the most. Actually, there's three. The Vince Staples album, but that's all. Like I'll put that on when I go and run because it's 22 minutes. Yeah. It's perfect for like a 2-mile jog around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I
need to listen to it a little bit more.
I like it though. Like I like the album a lot, but I think the ones like if I'm sitting around working, the ones that I go back to the most are King's Disease 2, that Nas album, and Boldy James, Bo Jackson. Those are two that I'm like, I'm gonna throw these on and I'm just gonna like knock out some work. And it's just both of them are fire in my opinion.
Yeah. That's good. I will say the Drake album just doesn't do it for me in the car.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was weird because I had like an hour drive yesterday. I went to see my younger brother play one of his college games, which he showed out. Shout out to him. 9 catches, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns for the win. He balled out. But I used that time, like you said, to listen to the albums. So because I knew we were going to talk about them today, so I was like, let me just listen to them again. And I just I've listened to them both in my headphones, and I was like, man. Like you can hear, you can just hear all the production levels or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, in the car, I was just like, I just was not feeling the Drake album at all. Like I went to the point, I kid you not, I was like, yeah, I'm just done. I'd rather listen to talk radio. And that's weird for me to say that, but that's why I was like, I'd rather just listen to talk show radio.
Hey,
but yeah, but you're right. Good, decent year for music. I mean, heck, and it's still only September, and
3 months to go.
We hopefully got Kendrick before the year is out.
It's we're in the fourth quarter. All the big dogs about to drop. I guess both.
Yeah, because you got to carry yourself into 2022 now. Yeah. It's like what are you gonna do? But I'm sorry, y'all.
You're good.
It's been a long Sunday for me.
You watch any football today?
I watched a lot of football because I was on the couch with my son.
Did you end up getting Sunday ticket?
I ended up getting Sunday ticket. I had to though.
Did you get it through YouTube TV?
No, I actually just got it.
They only got Red Zone on YouTube TV, don't they?
Oh yeah, they do have. That's what it is. It's Red Zone.
Yeah, I went ahead and my little brother wanted wanted Sunday ticket, so I used his college email and got
There you
Sunday
go.
ticket.
I was about to say, use
Yeah.
that
Way to
email.
do it.
For the
That's the
cheat,
best
for the
way to do
cheat.
it.
And then I got mad when the little buddy kicked me off today.
Hey,
I'm
man.
sitting there watching a bunch of games, and he logged in and kicked me off. I was like, you know what? Whatever.
DirecTV's like they have such a monopoly on that whole
Yeah,
market.
it's so ridiculous.
And so you know how like the whole thing works with it though. If you can get DirecTV at your house, you can't just buy NFL Sunday ticket separately.
I know it's
if
trash.
You can't get we can't get a satellite connection at our house, so they said we can't even put a satellite in your house. So we qualify to be able to get DirecTV, like in its own entity. So like we pay a lot less than we have to pay for like a whole DirecTV package.
Wait, how's that work? Because I actually looked into it today, and they were like, "What's your address?" And I was like, "I already know. I can't get DirecTV. I've got I've got what is it now? It's not even DirecTV now. It's like DirecTV
AT&T,
Stream.
I think.
No, they switched it back.
DirecTV Stream.
It's DirecTV Stream
DirecTV
now.
Stream's the app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but you can't get it with that.
Yeah, you can't even get it with that. So I'm like, how?
Yeah.
That's why I ended up looking at Red Zone. I was like, I'm gonna figure out how to do it. I think you can attach it on a Hulu, which we still have, but I think it has to be Hulu Live. You got to jump through all these hoops. I'm just gonna keep doing this Reddit thing until they catch.
Just hustle you a little college ID, bro. College email. That's what I did.
I might have to.
Yeah. You could. Do they play a lot of Houston games though in Austin though? I would imagine they'd play it.
Yeah, I mean, they're always the 11 o'clock CBS game, or not always, but like majority of the time they're 11 o'clock CBS game.
Yeah. Well, that's why I wasn't super worried about it because I feel like the Ravens are always on here because Lamar. Mm-hmm. So they put that in this network. So we never have to worry about missing a Ravens game, which I like watching the Ravens because of Lamar. Sydney's a fan. But the Vikings games are not always on here. Today it was because we played the Bengals, which is weird because the Bengals game was on, but the Colts game wasn't on here. You even thought we would have had the Colts game. But it didn't matter. So I'm glad we got it.
That's why I want Red Zone though, because I can.
My favorite part.
I can always watch. I can always watch the Texans game, but then after that, I just want to see like when somebody's about to score. So I know for my fantasy team.
I know that's why I like Red Zone because it keeps you up on all the scores.
I love if we have a game like we played the Patriots today. And so we both watched that game at 4:30.
Shout out to the Dolphins.
Shout out to Miami 1-0.
Hey.
So I watched all of Red Zone at 1 p.m. and it was amazing.
So Kai has to be a Dolphins fan now, right? Because
what's that?
Kai has to be a Dolphins fan now.
That
he can't be the fan of a loser.
The game is who Kai gets to be a fan.
That's what I told him. I kept telling him when we were watching the game, like the real team is winning. So hopefully he's listening.
Yeah, Chandler and I had our Dalvin Cook jerseys on today. His first Viking game went exactly how expected it to. A lot of misery.
To the Bengals.
The set you up, make you think we're gonna pull it out and win, and then
we lost in overtime, right?
Yeah. Damn, we fumbled. Dalvin Cook fumbled, and they went down.
That Burrow Chase connection is gonna be dangerous. So.
But see, that's the type. That's what we need with Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, he throws the ball to Adam Thielen a lot. Adam Thielen got my team.
That is
fantasy team.
That's his favorite target, man. And don't get me wrong, I like Thielen, obviously, but he doesn't spread the ball enough around. Like you got a potential super. Why do you think we don't have Stephon Diggs anymore?
Yeah.
Adam Thielen is not a number 1 wide receiver.
No, he's a great number 2. He's a great number 2.
He does better when he's number 2.
He's a 1A. Really, I wouldn't even put him at 2 because he's such a great possession guy. But you need a guy who's going to just.
You need somebody who's going to take the top off. Yeah,
who's going to take the top off and literally open your offense up.
Yeah,
we got the running game, but we also got a quarterback who isn't Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, and he hates to be out of the pocket. Like anything out of the pocket, wash it. Just wash it. Don't even get me started, okay? All right. Well, okay. I'm the only one sitting here. I'm the only one sitting here on the pod that's 0-1.
Me and the boys. Right. I got to watch my first game with the boys this weekend, both college and NFL. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, I know this could really change next week, and this is probably going to be a freezing cold take. But since Emory and Quincy arrived, my football teams ain't lost, baby. we are
Ain't never
we out here
lost.
ball. These boys ain't seen that. These boys ain't seen an L yet. Watch next week. Auburn plays Penn State, and then the Texans play the Browns. So
you all play at Penn State.
At Penn State.
Is it a whiteout?
It's a whiteout, and it's college game
wrap,
day,
bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Big Ten ain't looking that tough right now.
Who does Houston play next week?
Houston plays the Browns.
Ohio State did lose.
I don't know.
Oregon.
I don't know what you said. Oh yeah, I saw that. I did see that.
Mm-hmm. I guess Michigan's got to carry the Big Ten.
Hey, this might be y'all's year, Mark, for real.
Ranked number 25 now, AP.
So you're saying there's a chance? I'm sorry, I'm looking at schedules. I was trying to see who's out there. Hey, what about the Cardinals, bro? Are the Titans just bad, or the Cardinals like?
Probably both. A little bit of both. I think.
But I think
Tannehill's coming back to earth.
Wasn't that great though last year?
I think the Titans they're a team that like they start to wear, like they find their stride and start wearing on teams as the season goes. So like injuries come up and like whatever, they're like they're gonna get back to the basics.
Yeah,
run the ball.
That's why
pass when you need.
That's why I was stupid of them. That's why I didn't want them to get Julio. They're not gonna use Julio.
Yeah. No,
they barely even use AJ Brown.
AJ Brown's he's a bad man
Julio
too.
Got me like 3 points today. I was like, oh, that hurt.
I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about that.
I don't care about my fantasy team. My real teams went 2-0 this week. That's what I say when I lose in fantasy.
Let me soften the blow. My who cares about fantasy? Because my real teams won. I mean, you're right. I mean, I went 1-1 in real life. Fantasy, I went 0-2 today by very little scores again. All because Jameis Winston and the Saints. Well, I don't even want to talk about that. I want to talk about Aaron Rodgers being a baby all off season, whining, and then the first game just basically drops. I mean, I know it's a long season. Don't get me wrong. As Aaron Rodgers would say, relax, RELAX, right? But your first showing, after you just you went on that little hiatus all summer, and
I should have known that they were going to lose. Yeah, I bet for the Packers to win, but I should have known the Saints were going to win.
I'm glad I didn't bet today, because every bet that I actually put in my phone and said, "Nah, I'm good," would have lost me money. So
my little parlay from this weekend got destroyed. Thanks, Ohio State.
Parlays got destroyed. My pick'em's trash right now.
My pick'em's looking nice.
Yeah, yours is looking good. I keep trusting Texas. I don't know why.
Every year.
Never trust Texas. Texas
do not trust the Longhorns.
Texas is not back.
Why do I keep trusting Texas every time?
You know, it's funny at my diaper party, my brother, he's a Texas fan.
What?
Yeah. He's a Texas fan.
Oh, David.
He grew up being a Texas fan and stuff. So, really, Michigan and Texas are kind of in the same boat. Like,
living off the past.
Yeah, one of my other friends that was at the party, he's a Arkansas fan.
Oof.
So it was a good little back and forth throughout the day.
It looked good for Arkansas, but I don't think Arkansas is that good. I just don't think Texas was. Texas was ranked 15th, but they weren't.
Arkansas's Twitter trolled Texas and said, "Welcome to the SEC."
Yeah, it said like "Welcome to the league" or something like that.
Boys got smacked by a middle of the road SEC team. It's not looking great.
Shout out our boy Rhodes. I know he was pumped.
He was gassed up.
Bruh, way too excited.
Speaking, man, while we're on the subject of football, I just want to know. If y'all don't want to, y'all don't have to. But let's get some like Super Bowl predictions out here.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm kind of blinded because my team lost today, but I can reset.
So to make, I think I looked.
You just want like the two teams you think will make the Super Bowl?
You can get two teams that make it, and then I don't know. Say who you think will win it.
I'm gonna give a score. I'll give a score.
Oh,
I was about to say I'm not going that far.
How great would that be if I hit it and then we come back and listen to this podcast?
So even it out for everybody, so everybody can see Vegas predictions right now has the Chiefs and Buccaneers favorites to win.
Yeah, of course.
Then it has your Bills and then Rams and so on and so forth.
Bills ain't real, bro. Josh Allen can't reproduce that same season he had last year.
They already got exposed today.
The Steelers.
Super Bowl teams. All right. I'm gonna go with Terrence done got me shook on this one. I still think it's going to be the Chiefs because I think they just found their way out of the AFC.
AFC is not as deep as the NFC.
No.
Yeah. I can see them pulling it out. I'm going. It's future cold take, but I'm gonna go with it just because I just want to see if it happens. I think the Cowboys. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys because I feel like I want to go with the I want to go with the Buccaneers, but it's like too simple. I don't care. Like I really don't care. So.
All right, with the spicy. Donovan with the spicy.
I want to throw in a spicy one. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, I want to throw in something that's just like way off.
So the Chiefs and Cowboys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cowboys and Chiefs.
Cowboys and Indians.
Take it back.
But
that they would sell that though hard. Oh, yeah. Cowboys and Indians.
Well, I guess they can.
Yeah. Don't matter Mahomes, everybody loves Mahomes, and the Cowboys is America's team. It's the easiest, other than the America's team. Whatever.
I don't know.
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead, Mark.
Oh, me. Damn, I was hoping you were going to go. I'm going the Dolphins. No, I'm just joking. The Dolphins ain't ready yet. We're not ready.
Right. And my take was spicy.
I'm not that biased. I'm not that blind. But I think I was in between the Chiefs and the Browns making it. Because the Browns look good, but I just can't picture Baker Mayfield being a Super Bowl champion or beating the Chiefs in Kansas City.
Browns are deep, though.
I'm taking the Chiefs at home to win their conference and going to the Super Bowl versus I was tough. I like the Rams. I'm going with the Rams.
Okay.
For being the finals. The Chiefs are going to come back and win in the AFC.
I do like the Rams. The NFC is
tough. The Rams know that they only have like 2 more years max for the team they have right now.
And just so we know, I don't like the Cowboys. I wanted to go really spicy.
Like that's a good.
I wanted to go really spicy. Oh, I guess the fire department.
But I don't see. But the Buccaneers, man.
I know it's hard to go against. It's really hard to go against the Bucs. It's hard to go against Tom Brady because you already know what it is. Yeah.
It's hard to picture him not in a Super Bowl.
Well, I think Tom Brady's in a totally different groove and mindset than everybody. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think everybody's like, we're playing for a Super Bowl. But Tom Brady is maybe like the one person who truly is like, I'm only here. I'm only left in this game because I just want.
And that team is stacked.
That team is
stacked like the Chiefs were 2 years ago, where the Chiefs were like, hey, yo, how do you have this much talent at receiver and running back? This doesn't make sense. And your offensive line is crazy. That's where the Bucs are now. So it's crazy. Like, I feel stupid going against them, but I feel like Mahomes is just good enough to like drag you to the Super Bowl. Like, even if things don't go I feel like Mahomes.
He proved that today.
You remember how Peyton was before, where it was like, I'm just betting on Peyton. You know what I mean? Like, I'm putting my money on Manning. He'll figure it out. Mahomes, I feel like Mahomes is that for this generation, but he's just like more of a gunslinger. For my pick, same as y'all, I'm gonna pick the Chiefs, but I'm gonna stray away from just going completely chalk and choosing the Bucs, which feels crazy to me after all that we just
Trust
said.
Me, it felt crazy to me saying the Cowboys.
But you know what? I think if anybody's going to do it, this is probably another spicy take too. I like the Saints, dog. Like, they have a quarterback. They have a coach who will take risks and will get things done. But now they have a quarterback who can throw more than 10 yards down the field. And I think that's what they were missing the past 2 years. It was as good as Drew Brees has been throughout his career, he has been what's held them back for the past 2 years. And I think
I forgot about that.
they've got a quarterback now.
I didn't forget about the Saints. I actually agree with you if Sean Payton keeps Jameis Winston like just I don't want to use the word in line, but just like on the right, the right page with the team because he has all the weapons there. The quarterback strength is really great. My man, I'm with you. I'm with you, but here's my thing though. I think they'll get knocked out. Is why I said I think the Cowboys will get through. I think the Cowboys, if they truly know like this might be their window too, as far as
Cowboys ain't even gonna win their division, bro.
But they can.
It's the same thing.
I don't know. The Eagles actually look pretty good.
They could have won that division. They should have won that division every year for the past 5 years, and they haven't.
Yeah, last year would have probably been better for them, but then that got hurt.
Because remember, what was it? 2014, they went to the playoffs and lost to Aaron Rodgers on a Hail Mary, and everybody was like,
"Well, we all know the NFC.
Dak and Zeke were rookies, and everybody was like, "Yo, this is the team for the future," and they didn't make the playoffs.
What do they call it? The NFC least or NFC? Yeah. It's a horrible division, but I don't know. Maybe it's me giving into the
I don't know.
The fun side of
football team is not terrible either.
You've been watching Stephen A. Smith too much. No,
not
he's a Cowboys.
I don't even watch Stephen A. I can't stand Stephen A. I don't watch him at all. I don't know. It's been fun, man. I'm so glad it's here though.
I was thinking though about Tom Brady is like thinking back with his team. The only thing he hasn't done yet to be known as the GOAT or the best, I would still call him the GOAT, but he hasn't had an undefeated season and won a Super Bowl. That's about the only thing he hasn't accomplished.
He's probably not going to get
it. Yeah, that's too much.
I feel like this would be the team where he would try to push to get that.
Well, I mean, now you got an extra game on top of that.
I know.
So yeah, I don't know, man. Football's good. I love it. It's back.
That team's so stacked, though. It's
so fun to watch.
It annoys me to choose, like, in fantasy, like, which Tampa Bay receiver you going with this week? Because you're going to be wrong no matter who you pick. Because they've legitimately got Evans, Brown, Godwin, Gronk. Like, there's just options.
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
Good for them.
How did none of us choose them to get to the Super Bowl? This is gonna age horribly.
It's gonna be a cold take.
But the crazy thing is, I kind of want to see Tom Brady run it up right now. Like, I just want to see him get to a ridiculous number so I can, in 10 years, be like, y'all ain't see Tom Brady though.
I like Tom Brady so much more now that he's on the Patriots.
That's true.
Yeah, I liked him for years.
He's just a so much more likable person, I think.
I think, well, yeah.
He has a different demeanor, though. When he went to Florida, he had a whole different demeanor.
That's true. He could be himself, or I guess that's himself.
Yeah. God, dude, it's so freaking hot. Not in here. I was just looking at the weather. Yeah. Well, let's finish this up and.
Would you rather?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We could do a would you rather for sure. I don't think we even had one in the notes today.
Uh-oh.
So okay, well,
I got one. All
right.
And it really has to do with probably me because I think I mentioned it a couple times in this episode. But would you rather give up drinking or live with a hangover every day? Yeah. So so no matter what, you're going to be waking up with a hangover. Like,
but if I don't drink,
I don't have a hangover.
You're just normal. But you got to give up drinking though. Like if you're like me, I enjoy my bourbon or something every night. One bourbon, no matter what, I'm gonna have a hangover the next day.
You have the lightest of light beers.
Lightest of light beers.
You have a natural light.
A watered down natty light.
How much water do you drink a day, dog?
What do you mean? Oh, I drank a lot of water. I'm just saying, like yesterday was just a fluke. I mean, I drank a lot yesterday though.
But if you have one bourbon, you wake up with a hangover.
No, he's saying like in this would you rather.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
my bad,
bro.
I was like, damn.
Dang. No, not even close. Man.
Okay.
My bad. No, I drink a lot of water.
I drink one Bud Light and I'm hungover as hell.
Like shit. I'm just saying, like for the would you rather, like would you rather just live with your hangover and get to enjoy your, you know, your vice every night, or would you say I'm done with all that and just had to be?
But what if, even if you don't drink, do you get a hangover? If I don't drink tonight, do I get a hangover tomorrow?
I guess if you choose to have a hangover every day, yeah, that's what it is.
I'm not drinking anymore.
You're gonna give up drinking?
Yep. Chugging bottles of water, Gatorades.
Oh, I'm 100% with you. I hate hangovers. So I'm definitely giving up drinking. Like fuck it. There won't be no more Untapped segment on this.
Well, I guess I'll go the opposite route for you guys, because
I don't even know if you were even. The thing is, your face said it before you said it. He was like, "Well, dang,
so we just giving it up forever." Nah, for real. Like there was a little bit of a small stretch of my life, like a 2-year stretch where, actually, it wasn't even a 2-year stretch, but in my early 20s, I drank a lot, like everybody else. And Saturday mornings, I always had a hangover, but I always wouldn't play basketball, and I would follow the same formula every Saturday morning: drink a whole Pedialyte, have 2 Tylenols, and like be good to go by the time I made it to play basketball. So I don't know. I guess that would just be my morning routine. That was definitely young.
Does that still work now?
Would that work?
I mean, it would, but I don't want it. Like that's not the life I'm trying to live right now. It might take 2 Pedialytes now.
So you do the 2 Pedialytes every day?
I guess 2 Pedialytes. So every day, no matter what, even if I don't even drink, I wake up with a hangover.
Even if you don't drink, you just wake up and you got a hangover.
Man, nah, forget that. That's too much work. That's too much work.
You have to buy stock in Pedialyte.
That's gonna kill your liver, bro. Just drinking Pedialyte alone.
Nah, I can't even do it.
It'd be a wrap.
Yeah, I'm just
that is a would you rather of a hungover person though. 100%.
I told you. I said I was talking about
absolutely
the thing.
Yeah,
like I'm not. I'm good.
Like every time I get a hangover, I'm like.
But it's different though too. Though
why do I do this to myself?
But here's the thing: it's different now because when I got up this morning, Sydney handed me a baby. Like it wasn't like I could just be like, all right, I'm gonna get some water, sit on this couch, watch Sunday Countdown. No, it was literally she just straight up. She didn't even say anything to me. She just handed it to me, and I was like, and I couldn't say no because she was doing all this stuff too. So I was like, and then she came back and gave me a bottle, and I was like, dang, you can't even relax. So yes, I would just give it up, find a new vice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think honestly, I feel like I'm not that I woke up with a hangover. I don't think neither Dara nor I woke up with a hangover, but we had a couple margaritas last night. And like I woke up, and then today I was tired, so I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get a nap in. It's just. It's just different, bro.
It changes.
Life is just like Sunday. You want to nap and watch football, and you just can't nap.
Oh, Sydney did. Sydney was knocked out all day. Just me and Chandler, like by ourselves. I'm like, bro, she's over comfortable. But I would tell you, the hangover part is not the worst part. It's like if you went out, drank, whatever, and you came home, and you're like, bro, I'm trying to go sleep, and then the kid starts waking up. Like that's worse to me, like because you can't get a good night of sleep.
Yeah.
And like every time you wake up and you do like this, you're like, and you're like, oh God, I can taste everything I drank tonight. And you sitting there trying to rock a kid to sleep. And I'm like, bro, I'm gonna put a little bourbon in your bottle. That's what I'm gonna get you.
You know, I always question myself what I do every night. Whenever I like doing it, but like the night after is smoking a cigar. Like,
oh yeah. That's the worst.
I love just like smoking a cigar when I'm out, like
in the moment
with a bunch of guys, you know, drinking, just give me a cigar. But I wake up the next morning, I'm like,
the next day, and it's an all day taste.
Throat hurts.
Like, brush your teeth like 3 times.
Throat hurts.
All day.
You got like crap in your mouth all day.
Yeah,
it is worse.
Makes that
Thank
What would you do, Tony?
We know what Tony's doing. You don't need.
Screw that.
And he still has every beer in there from. Yeah,
He's got it all.
Because mine are gone at home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I'm hungover. Good episode again, boys. Good episode. I am. Well, I'm gonna try to go to sleep when I go home.
Good luck.
But little buddy don't like to sleep, man. So we'll see.
You go out to Arizona next week?
Yeah, I leave for Arizona Saturday. Saturday, man.
Have a good trip.
Yeah, we're going in early to kind of go out and see some stuff, you know, because the wedding is the following week. And so we figure we'll make a whole vacation out of it.
That'll be a good time.
Get out there.
Excited for you guys.
Yeah, I'm getting a new camera tomorrow. Maybe I can start learning how to get my own content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Terrence, when you're going out there too, what day are you going out there?
Next Thursday. Next Thursday.
Wednesday. You're Wednesday. Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday?
Something like
Wednesday,
that.
Thursday. No, it's Thursday night. Yeah, we fly out Thursday night, I'm pretty sure. If it's Wednesday, I don't know. Sometime next week.
When I'm told to leave.
Right, when I say be at the airport.
Right.
Yep.
Speaking of the airport, I know we're about to end this episode, but I got a bone to pick, and I want to just say it out loud.
Are you TSA pre-check?
No. And that's what
Mistake
hold
on
on.
your
No. Let me tell you the story. So I went and got my TSA I went and got that done over a month ago. Had my appointment, went in 10 minutes. Probably not even 10 minutes. It was probably less than that. Probably less than 5. Did all my stuff, right? Well, Sydney didn't have an appointment, but we stopped in one morning and just did hers. Like we went as soon as they opened. Sydney was approved 3 days later. So I'm like, dang, bro, they give me because the you know, for the ones who watch the YouTube channel. You got and I was like, dang, that's kind of messed up. Huh?
You got anything in your past? In your past?
Nothing that you don't know. But then I was like, so one of my other friends, Brad, who isn't, you know, he went a few days after me. He still hasn't got his either.
Huh.
So we're both like, how the hell? Like we're both over a month. Like it says like within 30 days you should be approved. You know, so like when I went to Miami, I was kind of upset I didn't get to use my TSA pre because I didn't have it yet. And then I leave Saturday, so I figured I'm gonna be on the phone with the feds all day tomorrow. So if they listening to this, we got a problem because I didn't spend my money. You know, Sydney goes, well, I think it's because I work for the VA. I go, I was in the military.
Honestly, this is the best time to have it because the past like 4 flights that I've been on have all been, dog.
It's brutal, man.
It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. It's like, yo, why is it taking so long? And even TSA is like flying out of Austin all these times. TSA is like, hey, we've got the scanners now to where you don't even have to take your shoes off. You just kind of move through. And
that's
I'm like,
what I like, man. Bruh, you just went right through that thing.
Going to Miami, the line was Dare dropped me off for Southwest. I had to walk all the way back to the other side of the airport and work my way through. I was like, yo, I'm here an hour and a half early. I'm not going to make it to my flight. That's awful. The line moved fairly, you know, it was pretty fast, but I was just like, yo, there's no reason for this line to be this long. And coming back from New Orleans, I got to the airport at 4:00 for a 6:00 flight, like 4:00 a.m. for a 6 a.m. flight. Dog, if I would have overslept at all, I wouldn't have made it back home on time. The lines are ridiculous right now. I don't even know what it is. Like, are more people flying? I don't know what it is.
I think it's just the fact that things are open and people can get out and do stuff.
But things have been open for a while now.
Yeah.
But also people weren't getting like vaccinated and all that stuff either, so where they kind of wanted to go do that.
Yeah, so, that's got to be it.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm kind of upset that I haven't got my TSA pre yet. But
make sure you get there.
I had to vent a little bit.
So shout out TSA.
No, don't shout them out.
You need to get you your pre-check.
You could just do clear.
Yeah.
You could just do clear if TSA pre-check don't come
Yeah, but
through.
Louisville doesn't have clear.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Yeah. So I need to get TSA pre.
Yeah.
We don't have clear. Yeah, it's already paid for and everything. 85 for 5 years. Yeah. That's why I said, like, let me go ahead and get this. I know I'm gonna be traveling quite a bit.
Yeah.
Nah, you look like you might not get through. Y'all done, man?
But anyways,
we good?
Yeah.
We gonna wrap it?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh man, I love y'all. I love y'all, man.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for
Check
listening.
us back. We got the brewery tour coming out.
Yeah, Tony said he's gonna get that footage
so.
coming out to y'all. So
be on the lookout.
It's not gonna be a pod. It's just his YouTube footage. So
be on the lookout.
Definitely, y'all got to tune in. You got to tune into the YouTube channel. Subscribe. Check out that brewery footage. Hopefully, we'll get to do a couple more of those, especially when Terrence comes in town for the holidays.
Yeah, maybe when I'm not in town, y'all just FaceTime me in. You know what I'm saying? Just
there we go.
Get your boy. Make me a part of it or something.
Whatever. If that's what you want us to do, we got you, man. Well, we love y'all, man. Appreciate it. Subscribe, follow everywhere. Dad Intentions. Appreciate you. Peace.